Hey y'all, welcome back to M. Jones Style. Today I'm going to be working in the garden, getting my hands all dirty because I'm going to be planting some ajuga. I have an area around my porch that has a gap in it, and I thought that if I added some more ajuga to it, that it would fill that area in and make that really pretty. So I am going to take you guys along with me. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you exactly where I'm going to be planting the ajuga that I'm going to be planting, and we're going to get this started. It shouldn't take that long, so come along with me. Let's go. Y'all, when the contractor installed these steps, they didn't do a very good job because they left this big gap right here. So what I tried to do is I tried to put these stones here to try and cover it up, but it didn't cover it up. So I am going to try and dig out some of this dirt, and then this is the ajuga that I'm going to be planting. Let me get closer so you can see it. See how pretty that is? And guys, I've already planted some right over there, if you can see it over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. They were $4.68 a piece at Lowe's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and stretch my dollar by cutting them in half and then planting them across here. So let's get started on that. They have quite a bit of a root system here, as you can see. I'm going to break that up. I'm going to use my hori knife, and that's this knife right here. It has like a serrated edge on it. It has a little area that you can poke things with, and it's just a wonderful little garden tool. If you don't have this, be sure to get you one. So let's first start out by moving these rocks. And I found these rocks out in my backyard. I'm going to use them for something else. But right now, we're going to get these moved. I really tried to put quite a few rocks here, and it's just not doing the job. So let's see what we can get done. Okay, so we're going to dig this area up. Let me put my glove on. Where's my glove? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to first use my small little hand shovel to try and dig this out. Ooh, there's a little worm. So that lets me know that the earth here is pretty good. But anyway, let's get this dug out. Enough, I'm going to put some around here too. Okay, so now that we have this pretty much dug out, I have some biotone that I'm going to sprinkle down off in here to give it a little root starter. Okay guys, and then I'm going to take my ajuga and I'm going to cut it, try to find a way to divide it if I can. I have 3 plants, and I'm going to try to make 6 out of it. Let me get closer so you can see what I'm doing. See, and I'm just tearing it apart, just being really careful with it. Hopefully, I need to cut it a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Okay. And there's lots of roots off in here. So that should take off and start to grow. So let's get these in the ground. And the wonderful thing about this ajuga is that it's evergreen. It does not like sun. So and I think this area here is going to be okay for it because it doesn't get a lot of sun. So this should be a good plant for this. Need a little bit more biotone because I just dug it all up. Okay, and then we're going to take this and just kind of mess with the roots a little bit. And we're going to put that right there. Oh, look at that pretty little earthworm. Isn't he cute? See him? Okay, I'm going to put him right back off in there so he can irrigate that soil. Okay, so let's get this covered up as best we can. Push that down off in there really good. And then we'll just do another one about right here. And mess with the roots just a little bit. A little more biotone off in there. And just set that right on down off in there so that it can start to grow. Get that covered up. And then we'll put this one in. So before I can get it in, I need to cut it with my hori knife. I just love this knife. I love the name too, by the way. And let's see if I can pull that apart. No, a little bit more, because I want to make sure I get roots and plant on both sides. Having a little bit of a problem here. Let's just cut it a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now, dig that up right there. A little more biotone. And plant. Cover it up with some dirt. And we're moving right along. I like the way this is looking. Okay guys, I think that should do it. So I tried to make sure I got all the dirt back off in here. And I just need to give it a little bit of water. and keep an eye on it, and I think it'll be just fine. Hopefully it will grow and fill up this gap that's under my steps. Now I'm going to take one of these little rocks and just kind of place it right there. Okay. And let's see if I got another flat. Well, I don't know if that'll fit off in there, but let's see if I can do it that way. No, that's a little bit too big. So let's see if I have enough. Oh, here's one. Put that off in there, and maybe put one more just to give it a chance to start growing. And that's a quick little project that I think I have taken care of today. Let's move this over here. I'm going to go and get it watered, and I'll show you guys the final result. All right, y'all, I've got them planted, and hopefully they will take off and start to grow. And let me show you over here the ones that I planted last year. See, they've already taken off, and they're growing and getting bigger. And what I love about this ajuga is that it has a little flower on it. Well, guys, there you have it. I've got this little project taken care of. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and it gave you an idea if you have this type of problem happening at your place. Thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you who are my subscribers, thank you for coming back. And if you're here for the first time, thank you so much for dropping by. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.